So Andrew, who did you go to for your gum reduction? I want to know. Was he a good doctor? Was he a bad doctor? Was the bedside manner decent? No.
Hello? Oh, am I on yet?
Yeah, well, we just talked to you, but the show was so boring. I'm pretty sure you weren't listening. It's no big deal.
Okay.
I was paying. It sounded like you were trying to give away my inheritance to a stranger on the phone.
Unfortunately,
I love this.
You won't get
go
my
ahead.
Social Security because that some of that passes to Lisa, but that's big.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm trying to get any information out of you out of memory, I think I know who to call. But good luck asking you to remember 9 numbers in a row. But
That's right.
hey, no, I love the role reversal. Like as you get older, it's like I'm the one that has to take care of you. I'm like, save your money. Don't get in a stranger's van, even if he has candy. You know,
That's right.
You're about to be in diapers soon, so everything cycles. What is Mom's favorite saying? Ages and stages.
Ages and stages. All
Ages
right,
and
ladies and
stages.
gentlemen, Andrew Rivers joins the podcast. Are you in Seattle?
Yes, I'm here.
You're home. Okay.
I'm home. I'm in the thick of my. I had a lighter summer, so I could be home and enjoy the outdoors. But I'm real heavy touring here for the next couple months, and I replaced my 45 minutes in a year, and so now I feel like I've got the bones of the 45 minutes. And so now it will be the next 6 months are really I'm gonna try and hammer this thing home and really make it as wonderful as it can be, which is why I was just in Tucson, because you got to get the jokes to work everywhere.
Is that the best place to use material that isn't ready for prime time yet? Is Tucson?
Well, it's a great way to test it. Test the prime time material. It's I'm kind of like you where. There's good comedy clubs and then there's bad comedy clubs and
Good doctors, bad doctors.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the shows are 8 p.m. and 10:30. So a 10:30 Friday show that starts 10 to 15 minutes late, and then they have 3 comics and a guest set, and by the time I get on stage, it's 11:30 p.m. And so you can imagine.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, people are drinking, and so you've got to make sure that the jokes work for them, and anyone can kill in a good room, with a perfect audience that's there for the right
comedy
reasons. So yeah, so it was, but yeah, it was good. It was a good weekend, and so I'm really feeling confident about where my new jokes are, and not necessarily my career and my life, but the jokes are fun, so.
45 minutes is a hell of a lot of material.
It is, yeah. And that's the
Yes.
that's the name of the game for comics is you work up a successful set, you tour with it, and then when you go around the next time,
Yeah.
if you want to have fans, they want to get to know you more and hear more stuff. So
Tell some new stuff. We heard this last year.
Yeah,
it's actually the
yeah,
opposite.
they can't
of,
go
Yeah,
free bird. Yeah,
I was going to say it's the opposite of a rock band, Andrew.
rock
because
band, yes.
I went to see the Little River Band last week, and they were
Love
like,
them.
"We're going to play a couple of new songs, which we notice induces everyone to have to go take a pee, but that's okay. Go take a pee."
At least they know.
Whereas,
yeah, and you
Yeah.
you almost risked your life to go to that concert and see the same songs you've already seen 12 times.
absolutely, because you know what one of the songs is called?
Lonesome Loser?
No, although I do think of my dad when I hear that one. No, the coolest, biggest Little River Band song is called "Reminiscing."
Oh, I love
We'll be walking hand in hand, dancing around, reminiscing.
Well, thanks. Mom sent me a Little River Band T-shirt, so I got to make sure to rock that and impress all my friends.
Yeah,
that. You have to refer to them as LRB, though.
LRB. That's right.
Yeah, just to be cool. I'm just saying.
When Mom, by the
But
way,
the other exciting news. Oh, go ahead.
well, she told me to go get you that T-shirt. She's
Oh,
like,
okay.
it says River on it, so Andrew will be like the Little Rivers Band, and I was like, No. Don't get it.
Does she
at
want me to
all.
be like Rivers Phoenix or?
But
That's a little dark.
but next time you have a gig at a casino for 80-year-olds, it probably.
Oh yeah, it's not a bad idea. Could have used that in Tucson, but.
Yeah. Anyway.
But the other exciting news was that you, in your hospital trip, they gave you a second scan right after
Yes.
you got your first one done, right?
Yep.
And so both scans were clear and good. You know, mom's finally excited you used a coupon. You know, you got 2 for 1 on your scans.
That's right. All the medical news was basically good, except that I got sepsis, which literally
Right.
could have killed me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but that's aside. These things happen. And they
Yeah,
happen
but
to
at least you know now that that's a possibility. You know, you're kind of maybe next time you won't be having a seizure and go, hey, if there's a Band-Aid back there, I don't want to disturb anybody.
That's right. I did find it hard to believe that there was anything seriously wrong with me that wasn't just going to go away. Very fortunate that I
Yeah.
allowed them to call 911 because they were said, you want us to call 911? And I was like, oh, I don't want to bother those guys. Haven't you got don't you have a first aid kit here with something? I can tell.
Yeah.
Between scans and scams, you're just having a bad week.
So anyway, what else is going on with you, Andrew?
I've been actually binge watching Seinfeld lately. Wow. The TV show, because I'm trying to figure out how to write jokes about nothing, and that's famously a show about nothing, right?
That's right. Brilliant.
Because I think I'm at a point where if something happens, or I'm traveling, or I see something, I can really easily make that a good joke. You know, if I'm in a foreign country, everything's crazy. But I think the next level up for me will be, what am I creating when I'm home and in a normal routine, maybe?
Yeah.
Because I'm not allowed to just exist. I have to be doing something at all times, otherwise I'm useless. And
Well, you see, you got some
I
of the
think the lesson
same
is that
self-confidence my dad
Yes.
bred into me. I'm so glad.
I wonder where it came from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
No, it wasn't your fault. It was the bullies in high school. So
That's right.
you can mark that one off your list.
yeah, I didn't bully you. We were buddies, actually.
No, you were great. You
I
guys
gave
did
Andrew
a
a
great
pass
job.
on everything. Yeah. Keith
Yeah.
was the one I was tough on.
Well, I was staying out of trouble. If we're gonna go into it, I'm not the one hacking into websites or
Oh boy.
carving fuck this car into a steering wheel. You know, I was really
The car that
pretty
I
well
gave him.
behaved.
Yes. Yeah. And while we're piling on, he also put out a flyer to have a rave at our house when we were going away on vacation.
Yeah.
With-
That I wasn't even invited to.
No, of
That's
course
the
you
only
weren't.
reason I took on it.
I remember
my
seeing on the
relationship with my
poster
brother.
wet T-shirt contest, and I went,
Oh my God. Said the man
yeah,
who put
well-
on nude stock.
Nude stock. Yeah.
but Andrew's like sort of antisocial and a little bit lazy like me in certain ways, and I always did like that. And you're a
A
thinker.
wet T-shirt with high schoolers, you know, it's not really, you know, you're not impressing much with the.
I'm waiting to see where you go
I mean,
with this. Andrew.
now hormones and milk. Everyone's going through puberty at 12 or whatever. But
Oh my.
How old was he
Anyway,
then? He was older
we
than
don't
that. He was 17, I think. 16,
yeah, he was
17.
fine. He was fine.
Yeah. But we got through all of that tough stuff. You are still doing well. You're still getting lots of, like I saw you posted something that said you got paid for all was that the Facebook views?
Yeah, the Facebook, because they pay me to keep people on Facebook by sharing videos and stuff like that, because they want to sell ads and stuff like that. So, and it incentivizes me to post the stuff there, I think, for them. But yeah, I got $1,200. They max out at $1,200 if you
That's
get
the max?
If you get 3.5 million views, you're worth
man.
$1,200. If you perform to 3.5 million people, you make more than $1,200. But on
Bet,
Facebook,
yeah. That's still.
And what even is the view? It could be someone scrolling by while they're looking for something better to do. Who knows?
Oh, that's how I find you. Oh.
Yeah.
No, this
they're targeted. You're
totally
targeted,
serious. I've been scrolling. I basically comedy scroll Facebook sometimes, and it feels like every 12th or 13th scroll, it's like, oh, that's my son.
Oh, yeah, that's my kid. Yeah.
They don't show
And then
you.
you're like, boo, heard this before. Heard this on the podcast.
Yeah,
Play Freebird.
He had his gums reduced. So what?
They don't. They don't show the viewers how many million views you have, right? That's a stat you get.
I'm curious what it looks like from your perspective. I think it might say like 40,000 likes or something like that.
Yeah,
but I'm curious if it shows the views for you.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So I was always curious about that. But I know it's been millions, and it's going really well for you. And
It's going well.
That's going to help.
I am running out of clips to post, and so I've been posting older videos, and now YouTube, all the comments think I got a haircut, which is fun.
Sure. Who's
The
that
hair
guy?
really divides the
Benjamin
crowd.
Button? Are you Benjamin Button?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You're getting younger than you.
They don't notice the wrinkles and the gray hair and my teeth looked worse back then, but. A hot chick after my show this weekend asked me what kind of conditioner I use. So I think I think the chicks dig the long hair,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What kind do you use?
giving out beauty tips.
Suave? 'Cause
No, mane and tail from Mom.
What is it called? Pure Vel? I don't know. I just posted it on Facebook, so you can go check it. But
now, did I hear you were considering dating a musician?
oh yes. Well, my friend is trying to set me up a musician. I thought this would be a fun one to run by you guys because I wonder if maybe we're too similar. A musician, a comedian. I mean, we have our differences, right? She has talent and a fan base and the respect of her family, but
Sure.
I thought maybe she'll understand some of my quirks, like as a fellow creative, right? Like she
I
comes
think
by
so.
the house with some of her gals, and there's candles lit. I'm bent over the couch with a finger in my ass. She's like, "Oh, it's just his process. Don't question it."
I think
a
Avril
little more
Lavigne likes
empathy.
that.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Okay, let's call her and say, why would a musician want to date a comedian? See how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're
I
funny.
wonder, but I think, yeah. Well, sure, but maybe we're too similar. Like, we don't need two people laying around the house all day. Someone's got to wear not the sweatpants in the relationship, We need one person to understand tax law. I think that's what makes you and Mom such a great dynamic, too, because I remember she would always run the business and she would, take care of all the paperwork and stuff, and you would just go, I just say goofy stuff on the radio.
That's pretty much me.
You need a little bit of an opposite to attract, and she fills your blind spots.
Is there a specific musician in mind, or is this just a general thought?
There was a particular gal, but I don't know. The problem is I didn't really like her music.
That's never a formula for success, Andrew.
Right.
Yes.
And I was like, now I gotta lie to her even more than usual, and now she's performing a bad song at the Grammys in a dress that makes her look fat, and I could have stopped it,
Oh, man. Wow.
And
I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic, Also, like, I don't know. Do I want to hear her rough draft songs? Can you imagine living with a comedian and hearing the first draft of these jokes? I mean, you guys don't even like the finished ones, so I can't imagine.
Not true.
And
I thought Britney had stopped
amazingly, folks, he's still single, so he's available. It's amazing.
Well, no, I don't know. What do you what do you think? Is that a good match? Should I date someone with a 9 to 5? Are you just happy with anybody at this point?
I think you should date someone who's really into cleaning apartments.
Bob,
who
you
has a
just pulled
fetish.
the curtain back on the wizard. You know that,
I
right?
think you should date someone who has a fetish for cleaning up for a guy she wants to improve.
Mom, mother.
a maid, but then they don't want to take their work home, you know? Like they say some of the cleanest, the people that that do certain things as a job, they don't like I'm never funny in conversation, right? Because I have to do it all the time for work.
The mechanic's car always misfires. Yes.
I don't know. Like, what do you think about like a celebrity? A lot of celebrity couples don't make it, which is why I'm determined to not become one. But you know, I like. I don't know. I just think about that. You know, like I've dated actresses in the past.
You would have to have a multiple personality order to become a celebrity couple without someone else.
What do you mean?
Ask the other person in your head.
You mean I'm dating myself, so I can't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew Rivers.
Well, I mean,
what a great bunch of guy.
we're doing hypotheticals here. You know,
Yes.
you know, this is assuming I can get anyone to stick around. You know, but
You will. The
I don't know.
person is going to.
You
come
were
along.
a celebrity for a long time, as much as anyone can be on the radio, right? You know,
Right.
in our town. Yes, I think that's
We're pseudo celebrities.
scary to think about, but
was
fair
that
to say.
ever? Was that ever causing tension in the? You know, was there ever? You know, I heard your wife was unsatisfied in the bedroom. No, that was just an ad for Sleep Country. You misunderstand. You know, people think they know everything.
Well, you know your mother.
Well, she can create tension out of anything.
Out of anything,
so, yeah,
she could out of a napkin that's folded wrong. So
right.
No, we did actually pretty well. She is not a public person, so
right.
and I'm kind of not either, unless it's the job. Mostly, I like beekeeping and gardening, and I like quiet. And then I go out.
And you were radio, so it wasn't like your face was plastered on the side of buses or billboards or.
In the last 15 years, it was
right.
And that was okay. I had the same philosophy that Alan and Gigi had. I don't know if I did it as well as them, but always be grateful, because the people who are listening to you are blessing you with their attention and time, and without them, you're basically
no gig.
Dating a musician.
Yeah, Andrew, if it's Taylor Swift, don't do it, because you'll be a song forever.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, I can relate to that, because it's funny. People, I actually had a girl tell me she doesn't like when I talk about my failed relationships, which is kind of weird. Because like Taylor Swift makes an album about her exes, everyone loves it. I make one about my ex, and a judge tells me to stop playing it on her voicemail, track by track, like a double standard. I'm actually dating an actress right now.
You're dating an actress.
If you count a woman who pretends to have orgasms. Come on, folks.
Rim shot.
That's a keeper.
Rim shot.
Yeah.
Put the highlighter on that one. It's your opener.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. I have a feeling you didn't even have to write that one. That was really special. That was very nice. Okay.
That was not off the cuff. Thanks, Dad.
Observational humor, it's called. All right, Andrew.
Yeah.
All right, I'm running out of gas.
I want to know who
That's
it is.
just me. What is?
Isn't it?
Well, there was
ironic?
I met a lady in on tour. She's Canadian, actually, so not Taylor Swift, but she,
Avril Lavigne.
we gave it a go for a month or so, but I just didn't. The vibes weren't correct necessarily. I don't know if that makes any sense to the vibes. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. I'm not opposed to any particular job. I think the person matters more. But I thought there might be some material in there.
Yeah. Some people call it chemistry.
Chemistry. That's a good word for it.
It's a sort of it's an intangible. When it's
pheromones.
Right, yeah. When it's right, you know it, and nothing can dissuade you or her. And that's that's a beautiful thing.
It's a lock.
But Andrew, I honestly think you should hang around maids and find one that just falls over here. Just
Find a girl named Molly.
just who loves cleaning places. That's all I'll say.
Well, I would have to clean my place first and impress her, and then
That's never
That's
going
right.
to happen.
and then slowly over time she'll be like, "Wait a second."
Yes. What did I get into
Yes.
here?
Yes.
I tease you because you live kind of like it's a college dorm.
He's a bachelor. We
He
both
is.
do.
He is a bachelor.
Yeah.
Well, there's room for improvement for sure.
Yeah. Well, toilets don't flush
I
themselves.
don't
Andrew.
have the beer can tower or the poster of the Scarface movie or
Oh, boy.
or Playboy magazines laying around anymore. But
You have the most obnoxious theater chairs in the living room, though, and I have to say, part of me is jealous.
well, they're not the. I was inspired by you,
Yes, I know.
but they're
sorry
not.
about that.
They're not. They're not the. I want to just. This is a fun idea. Maybe if I just get like a 3-month relationship with an interior designer and let her fix me up,
Well, he'll
and then
be a nice guy.
I can take something from each woman that I like. If I date the interior designer, and then I move on to the maid, and then I move on to. Well, I mean, I'm pretty much perfect after you count those two, but
Wow.
All right.
Just
Can
don't
you
date
find
Alanis.
how well do you know a map of the world? Andrew,
I've
how many countries
pretty well,
can you name? Can you find misogyny on a map if I hand you a map of the world?
Is it right next to denial?
Yes, it's very
Yeah.
close to
The river in
denial.
Egypt.
Andrew,
It's in the Middle
it's a
East.
if it's Alanis Morissette, run, because she writes songs about what happens.
Yeah. Well, what if she writes
Isn't
a
it
hit
a-
record and then I'm the inspiration for it? I feel like she would owe me royalties, and
They don't. No.
No.
No. Opposite.
Not a bit. Yeah.
But I could at least get some some people would take my side of the breakup, just because they, and they might be like, "We're standing for Andrew."
Are you going to get a red hat and put a slogan on it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Make
Andrew
Andrew
Rivers.
great again. That's
Ladies
on
and
my
gentlemen.
dating profile.
My son, Andrew Rivers, always fun. It's good to catch up with you. I like that you sort of give us the behind the scenes of what you do now.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's interesting. And you're going to start traveling again soon?
Yes, I'm going to Bricktown Comedy Club this weekend in Oklahoma City. Let's go Sonics. That's why, I feel for the Let's Go Brandon people because, I feel like something was stolen from me, and I'm pretty upset about it.
Yeah.
But you can't just go around cursing out people in public, so you come up with a code like "Let's Go Sonics," which means "fuck the Thunder." but yeah, and then I got Honolulu coming up, and then North Carolina and Texas and
everywhere, man.
yeah.
That's very logical routing. Are they
cruising.
gonna have you?
Not so
Are they gonna have you shoot a missile into an asteroid during that trip at some point?
I just saw that and I was mad. I knew you were going to ask me about
Isn't
it, and
that
I didn't have
bizarre?
any jokes about it.
It's okay.
It is cool, but it seems like there's more pressing threats to existence. But also,
So, are you saying how much carbon was released in the atmosphere so we could practice shooting down an asteroid? Is that what you're saying? So maybe it wasn't
yeah.
priority. On the other hand, when the asteroid is coming, and Biden is called out for shutting down the asteroid prevention agency,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, the ratings won't matter much after that. So
it's true.
if an asteroid hits the White House, it'll be the second time an asteroid killed the dinosaurs.
We're going to close on that, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew
That's
Rivers,
pretty good.
very nice, very nicely done.
Yeah.
Okay.